last session of Unit 4. It is about writing instructional objectives under the cognitive domain. In the previous section, we looked at writing instructional objectives under the cognitive domain, considering Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives, and with that we looked at the knowledge, understanding, and application. So this session is going to cater for the rest of the levels of Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives. So let's proceed to look at our objectives for the session. By the end of this session, you should be able to write lesson objectives using the SHS chemistry syllabus for all the cognitive levels of Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives. We started with this, and we have looked at objectives at the knowledge, understanding, and then application. So this time round, we are continuing with analysis. Here we have an example that is, by the end of the lesson, the students will be able to differentiate between the standard enthalpies of formation and combustion, illustrate the formation of sodium chloride in a Born-Haber cycle. Now, these action verbs are there to show that the student is operating at the analysis level, or they are there to show that the objective we are stating at the analysis level. Compare and contrast saponification and neutralization reactions. Don't consider compare and contrast as multiple tasks. We are taking the two as just a single term. Alright, because in stating objectives, we don't need multiple tasks in one objective. The next is synthesis. You should be able to put parts together to form a whole new. And here, an example is, by the end of the lesson, the student will be able to categorize the following species into oxidizing and reducing agents. So we have these examples there that the students are going to categorize, and then they are going to categorize into oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, so let's look at the next example. Prepare a standard acid or base solution from a stock solution of the acid or a base. This is also an objective that shows that, or objective that reflects the synthesis. Okay, so let's look at the last level, which is evaluation, and it is at the apex or at the top, which requires a lot from students as compared to the rest of the levels. An example is, by the end of the lesson, the student will be able to justify why any of the reactions below is a redox reaction. So we have these reactions that students are going to justify, which means that they should even know which reactions or which ones among these reactions are redox reactions before they would even be able to justify. And then judge the effects of the activities of chemical industries in Ghana on the environment. So these are some of the examples of objectives that reflect the evaluation level. Another is compare and contrast nuclear and chemical reaction. And here is where we end the session. Try these tasks. Let's meet in the next session.